I'm sorry, but Hillary Clinton absolutely losing it laughing at the Obama Presidential Center opening was like healing. It was exactly the kind of petty joy that I needed. Michelle Obama's speech was perfect, and mentioning the Nobel Peace Prize, yes, Queen, you win everything. You literally win everything.
This is so hard to watch because come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
You were unflappable at every turn. Always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once, lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud. No, you were too busy. I'm not done, y'all. Not done. So much to say. You were doing the people's work, rescuing our economy, expanding health care, ending a war, ordering the bin Laden raid, saving an auto industry, winning a peace prize. Keeping us safe from Ebola, regulating the banks, standing up for marriage equality, listening to science, and comforting an entire nation in the face of unspeakable tragedies. And you did it all with such grace and class and cool that you made the hardest job in the world look like a walk in this beautiful park.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. Now, white America is seeing Michelle Obama in a different way. And at least this is happening as they recognize her as one of the best first ladies that America has ever had. Because we all know very well who Michelle Obama is and the spectacular speeches that she gave. She showed that we have excellent black women, eloquent, strong, educated, who offers masterclass speeches, who will talk to you, who will move the crowd. That's Michelle Obama for you. But it don't just end at that. Michelle Obama has really talked about some spectacular things in American history, some spectacular things that the world ever needed. And I think today white America is trying to look at all these first ladies that we've had, and they're like, we need somebody better than what we've been having, and that's Michelle Obama. And I said, it doesn't just end with Michelle Obama. She is the first lady to Barack Obama. When I say Barack Obama, we all know that this is leaving a lot of Americans with nostalgia, a point when America was at its optimum point. And white people are getting to learn that right now. They're saying that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama was a perfect combo for the United States. And you think that I'm lying, but you can definitely see that there are some decisions. Probably Barack Obama cannot come and tell everyone, in public. But we have some decisions that Barack Obama have really helped the America with. But deep down, it comes from Michelle Obama. Yes, because this is a person that he shares time with majority of the time. So we expect that some decisions, some geopolitical decisions that comes from Obama, it's rooted back to Michelle Obama. And I think people are just realizing how Michelle Obama is so eloquent. She is so much smart. And this is being revealed after people looking at a couple of speech, especially speech that she was praising Barack Obama. Brothers and sisters, this is a spectacular time. This is an important time for white Americans to learn that we have black excellence. And I think this is a perfect example of what we call black excellence, where we have black women showing or portraying some level of excellence, some level of wisdom that she shares, that leaves a reckoning, that leaves everyone asking and keeping wanting to listen to her. Brothers and sisters, I want us to watch this video. I'll be back and then I'll be sharing my thoughts in regards to this. And if you're watching me for the first time, I'm asking you to please subscribe to the channel, join the membership, and really get to see what I can offer you. And for those who are watching me for the first time, man, I want to say welcome. And, this is your place. Now let's switch the video. I'll be back.
Michelle Obama just threw the ultimate shade at Donald Trump and called him out for never winning a Nobel Peace Prize, unlike her husband. And she said a lot of other things about him too. This was awesome.
You were unflappable at every turn.
She's talking about
Always
her husband.
focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once.
Trump did.
Lashed out in frustration.
Trump does.
Lost your temper.
Trump.
How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
You were doing the people's work, rescuing our economy, expanding health care, ending a war, ordering the Bin Laden raid, saving an auto industry, winning a peace prize.
Perfect. I love how she just bounces back after getting insulted in the most vulgar way possible at the UFC White House event, comes out unfazed, and drops a speech like this. Man, I miss her. I miss the Obamas.
Stop what you're doing and go watch Michelle Obama's speech at the opening and dedication of the Obama Presidential Library today. It is beautiful. I teared up multiple times. First of all, the way she talks about him in a personal sense and about their relationship, like they're couples goals. Like they're really actually in love. They actually like each other. They're a true partnership. It's so beautiful and decent and wholesome and admirable. It's just beautiful. She says to him at one point, Barack, I'm gonna need you to look at me before she starts like talking about their relationship. And he laughs and he's like, nope, I'm gonna look down, because he's trying not to cry. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then Michelle makes this joke, which is really funny, about how he won a Nobel Peace Prize and how great that is. And her tone is obviously mocking Trump. And then Hillary is sitting behind Barack, and you can audibly, like the camera's not even on her, it's on Michelle as she's saying this, but you can audibly hear Hillary Clinton burst out laughing. It's so funny. You have to go watch it anyway, because it's just a nice reminder of what a decent human being looks and sounds like. And by the way, polling came out today and Trump is crashing out because of this dedication today. And the polling that came out that says that 57% of the electorate views him favorably and only 34% view Trump favorably. So terrible polling for him, great polling for Obama. And he's just watching this and just so jealous, because Melania would never say that, because he knows that he paid for her. It's a nice moment of remembering that we once had decency in the Oval Office. It's worth your time.
It was like medicine for me, because the time seemed so dark, and politics is like, I never wanted to know this much about anything, especially politics. But now, today was a celebration of culture and community.
You are, I would argue, one of the funniest people on the planet. But it's true, and that's also a medicine. So the healing of just sort of laughter, and there was a lot of it, including, I just wanted to know what you thought about the joke about the tan suit, because the brother wore a tan suit and then said,
"How y'all like my tan suit?"
Yeah, I thought that was very funny, and I think people long for the days where the scandal was as deep as the tan suit. It's gotten so much worse, but today also made me hopeful. And politics, sometimes life is, it's like weather. You just got to push through it, and eventually the clouds will break. You know, not to disparage the current president, but these are tough times, you know, and today reminded me of times that weren't as tough. But we didn't even know they weren't as tough. I'm looking at Bush today like, man, I can't believe I used to not like that guy. And then I'm looking, you know what I mean? Now it's fun to see him smile. It was fun to see 4 ex-presidents together smiling, and it reminded us in the subtext that we all on the same team.
Michelle Obama just brought down the house at the Obama Presidential Library opening, praising President Barack Obama for, among other things, winning the Peace Prize. You have to watch this moment that is going to go viral.
Michelle Obama's speech at the opening of the Presidential Library for Barack Obama is going to go viral. Part of the reason is she mentions the Peace Prize, which is going to drive Donald Trump absolutely insane because he thinks he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. But Obama is everything that Donald Trump never can be and never will be. Watch this.
You were unflappable at every turn, always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once, lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud. No, you were too busy. I'm not done, y'all. Not done. So much to say. You were doing the people's work, rescuing our economy, expanding health care, ending a war, ordering the bin Laden raid, saving an auto industry, winning a Peace Prize. Keeping us safe from Ebola, regulating the banks, standing up for marriage equality, listening to science, and comforting an entire nation in the face of unspeakable tragedies. And you did it all with such grace and class and cool that you made the hardest job in the world look like a walk in this beautiful park.
And Donald Trump is the exact opposite of everything she just said right there.
Michelle Obama is America 250. Like, to be a black woman from the south side of Chicago and to be the most prominent woman in this country, like, you are the moment. Like, hearing her speech today for the Presidential Center opening up, like, it just made me think of, like, her storyline. And as we talk about, like, what it means for black people in this country and being an African-American woman, like, Michelle Obama is the epitome of how far America has come in these 250 years. And just like hearing her speak and knowing the career she has built for herself and the life experience that she has had as the First Lady, I could never imagine what that feeling is like. Like, we already know that black women are the leaders of our community, and just knowing the position that Michelle Obama holds and the legacy that she carries and just her own individual story, it speaks for so many generations of black women who, you know, family ancestry come from this place, and the generations of, you know, young women that has already inspired, but who she will continue to inspire. It just, like, it makes it so dope. So when I say Michelle Obama is America 250, that is what I mean. That she is what this country has worked so hard to not be. And we have still prevailed to become that. So you ate that. You really ate that.
Let me tell you something. When Michelle Obama gave her speech to her man, okay, because at that point, that speech was directly to her man. When she heaped that praise and used her words to build and honor her man, talking about his accomplishments, talking about his character, his moral fiber, his fortitude, his work ethic, talked about the pressure, the immense pressure he was under day in and day out as a black man holding the highest office, as the first to do what he was doing. Talked about him getting that Nobel Peace Prize. Hillary had a good little chuckle behind that. Sidebar, the cameraman was messy because she talked about how he was busy trying to fix the economy and how to end a war. They gonna put the camera on George W. Because we all know that he was trying to clean up that 8-year mess when he got elected. It was no easy feat, okay? But you know what? Not for nothing, George W., he was sitting there, he was taking it in stride, baby, like a normal person would. Sat there and took it in stride. But I said the cameraman is messy. Why y'all put the camera on him when she started talking about the economy and the war? But, it was so beautiful to hear her speaking about Barack in that way, speaking about her husband in that way. You could just see the genuine love, the genuine adoration. Not like y'all's current first lady, who we know with every fiber in our being, she can't take her husband. She want no parts. That lady wants no parts. She said straight up, I don't know who y'all think staying in that White House, but I'm not. It's just such a contrast. Such a contrast. We need that normalcy back so bad. I mean, we need it back so bad, y'all. I'm telling you. It was a really beautiful and poignant moment to see that.
Can I tell you guys a secret? Okay, maybe it's not a secret per se, but I don't go around telling a lot of people this. Back when I was a little baby, I used to intern/volunteer for Barack Obama when he was running for Senate here in Illinois. So when Paul here asks if I have any plans around the grand opening of the Obama Presidential Center, or if I plan on just going to take photos outside around the ceremony, the short answer is no. I wasn't invited to the Obama grand opening of his presidential center, or maybe my invitation got lost in the mail. I don't know. I would love to attend. And if anybody from Obama's team sees this and would like to invite me, I am completely free and available tomorrow to attend and cover this incredible event. It would be a full circle moment. But if not, it's okay. Unfortunately, if I'm not invited, I'm not going to go to the actual Obama Center to take photos outside, because unlike other events, presidential events, like the White House Correspondents' Dinner, this presidential event will have top-notch security. I don't think they're going to allow anybody that doesn't belong at the grand opening anywhere near the premises. But best believe, if I were able to get a last-minute invitation to Barack Obama's Presidential Center grand opening, I would get y'all the best behind the scenes coverage and interviews. And it's not like I'm new to this. I have met plenty of influential and powerful people, including celebrities. Exhibit A, I've already met Common, who will be at tomorrow's event. He's a lovely human being. Now, which one of y'all can get me on the guest list?
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great. From where have you watching this video from? As you know, I'm your host and presenter Ejidok Stories. Now, at some point you get to realize that when Michelle Obama gives a speech, it acts as a healing point, because majority of people relate to the speeches that she gave. Some of them are emotional and it touches a lot of Americans. This is one thing that it is really important, especially when you've attended communication skills classes, you'll know that emotions play a vital role, especially in your speeches. And I think Michelle Obama was a better person at this, because she carried all Americans by her speeches, especially the speeches that involved Barack Obama. It is so much important that people find the event so much beautiful. This was Obama's presidential center. I think it happened some few days ago. But what people took out of these pages, they were really emotional. They were really important. And it's still leaving people talking about them. Right? People want to talk about this because it is really important for us to recognize the importance that Black people put, especially when portraying what is called Black excellence. So many people shed tears after listening to, the speeches of Michelle Obama, especially the recent speech that was made. So emotional, so eloquent, so relatable, touching stories that touches the hearts of people. And we are seeing a woman who should be the face of America, and that's Michelle Obama. One of the things that still are remarkable is that we had one of the best first ladies America could have ever had, and that is Michelle Obama. Right? When we talk about class, when we talk about brilliance, when we talk about integrity, we have Michelle Obama. We cannot have any first lady like Michelle Obama. We talk about brilliance. We talk about class. We talk about integrity. That is Michelle Obama. I give you Michelle Obama as a matter of fact. We get some people that are proposing, what if she could run for president? That's just my intrusive thoughts. Most definitely, we will see a better America. We will see a better America than what we are right now envisioning, than what we are right now seeing. Of course, she will get a lot of votes from people. With who behind her? Barack Obama. Guess what? America will just get back to where it's supposed to be. Where it was supposed to be. Right? When Black excellence meets class, that's unbeatable combo. That's unbeatable combo. What Michelle Obama and Barack Obama had, leave alone even politics, leave alone even geopolitics, just their lives is what a lot of people are still aspiring. They are aspiring to have, because it was one big real thing. It was one big real thing that everyone wants to have. Some people call her, she's the God, because in her speeches they get clarity. In her speeches, they get sanity. In her speeches, they get empathy. In her speeches, they get kindness. They get competence. People see that when she gets in the office, everything will align. Everything will go back to where it was supposed to be. Or maybe America will just become better than what it is right now. People miss Michelle Obama. And you can see the reaction of people after listening to this speech. You can definitely understand that this is leaving a lot of people emotional. This is leaving a lot of people just having this hope that what if Michelle Obama becomes the president? Right? So when we all see all these people that speak negatively about Michelle Obama, they really don't know what they're doing. For the folks that listen to the speech of Michelle Obama, we all know, at least, because majority of people are disillusioned with everything that is happening in the United States, they had a glimpse of hope. These gave them a glimpse of hope. We cannot compare Michelle Obama to Melania. Melania, she's uneducated. In fact, her past history with all those Epstein files and everything. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, all. But yeah, she's a great lady. We all gotta give her that. We gotta give her that. She's a great lady that America has ever heard. Some people talk about Bill Clinton, but for me, I give you Michelle Obama. I give you Michelle Obama any day, anytime. So, brothers and sisters, let me know what you all think about this, right? She's an incredible woman. People ask them, they don't even know how she does it. But she just finds herself inside people's heart. That's black excellence for you. And that's how it's supposed to be. So please let me know what you'll think about this video. As you know, I'm your host and presenter, Agenic Stories. But until then, I'm hoping to see you on my next video. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.